In the heart of the vast, unforgiving desert, where the sun beats down with relentless fire, and the sands shift like a restless sea, a single flower grew, where none should. Imagine that for a moment. An endless ocean of golden dunes, sculpted by the wind into waves of sand, stretching as far as the eye can see. Under a sky so blue it almost hurts to look at. There was nothing but shimmering heat and silence. And yet, against all odds, in this very place of stark emptiness, a miracle unfolded. A tiny seed, carried by a forgotten breeze, found a momentary purchase in the dry earth. And from that seed, a single, delicate flower began to push its way towards the sun. Its petals, a vibrant, shocking pink, seemed to shimmer against the monotonous gold of the sand. It was a splash of impossible color in a monochrome world. A tiny beacon of life in a realm that was defined by its absence. It stood alone, a solitary testament to the idea that life can find a way, even in the most desolate of landscapes. This wasn't just a flower. It was a promise, a whisper of defiance against the harsh reality that surrounded it. The wind, an ancient and powerful force in the desert, was the first to notice this anomaly. It had seen mountains crumble to dust and rivers vanish into the sand over millennia. It knew the rules of this land. The wind swept across the dunes, its voice a low, constant whisper, a sigh that carried the chill of the night and the heat of the day. It swirled around the fragile bloom, its invisible fingers testing the strength of the slender stem. "You can't survive here," said the wind, its voice a dry, rustling sound, like sand scraping against rock. "This is no place for something as delicate as you. The sun will scorch your petals. The drought will wither your roots. I myself will tear you from the ground. Everything here is designed to end life, not to nurture it." The wind was not being cruel. It was simply stating a fact. It had seen countless others try and fail. The desert was a graveyard of ambition. As it spoke, the flower's pink petals bent gently, yielding to the pressure, but not breaking. They danced with the wind's breath, a silent, graceful argument against its harsh logic. The flower listened, feeling the force of the wind's truth, but it did not cower. It held its ground, a silent, beautiful rebellion. The flower, feeling the sun's first rays on its petals, didn't argue with the wind. It didn't try to deny the harshness of its surroundings. It knew the wind spoke the truth, the comfort of a gentle rain, the nourishment of rich soil, the company of other flowers. These were luxuries it would never know. But it held a different kind of truth within its core. As the sunrise began to bathe the entire desert in a spectacular wash of gold and orange, the flower seemed to glow from within. It tilted its head slightly, as if to better catch the light. "I don't need comfort," whispered the flower. Its voice, so soft, it was almost lost in the vastness, a sound more felt than heard. "I only need light." This was its secret, its source of unwavering strength. It understood that survival wasn't about having an easy life, but about finding the one thing you absolutely cannot live without and holding on to it with every fiber of your being. For the flower, that one thing was the sun. The light was its food, its guide, its reason for being. As long as the sun rose each morning, it had everything it needed to continue. The golden light poured over it, and in that moment, the fragile flower looked as powerful and as permanent as the ancient dunes themselves. And so, the flower endured. Day after day, it faced the furnace of the desert sun. Night after night, it withstood the biting cold. Instead of being defeated by the dry soil, its roots learned to dig deeper, to push further into the unforgiving ground, searching for any trace of moisture, any hint of sustenance. They became tough and wiry, a hidden network of resilience anchoring it to the earth. What the flower discovered was that the struggle itself was a source of strength. The very act of resisting the harsh conditions made it stronger. Its beauty, once just a simple fact of its existence, took on a new meaning. It became a symbol. For the weary travelers, the desert wanderers who crossed these desolate lands, the sight of this single blooming flower was a profound revelation. They would often stop, their tired eyes widening in disbelief. Some would kneel, not to pick it, but simply to look, to touch a petal gently, as if to confirm it was real. Its existence taught them a powerful lesson without a single word. It taught them about hope. If this fragile thing could find a way to bloom here in the heart of desolation, then surely they too could find the strength to continue their own difficult journeys. The flower's beauty taught hope to travelers, becoming a living legend whispered from one caravan to the next. This story, the tale of the desert flower, is more than just a fable. It's a metaphor for our own lives. Each of us, at some point, will find ourselves in a desert, a situation, a challenge, or a period of life that feels barren, harsh, and unwelcoming. It could be a difficult job, a personal struggle, or a time of great uncertainty. The world, like the wind, might tell you, you can't survive here. You're not strong enough. The conditions are too tough. It's easy to believe that voice, but the lesson of the flower is to look for your light. Find that one thing that gives you purpose, that nourishes your spirit, and hold onto it. Let your roots grow strong in the face of adversity. Don't wish for the struggle to disappear. Instead, find the strength that the struggle gives you. Learn to bloom where life tests you most. Your resilience, your unique beauty that blossoms in a difficult place, can become a source of hope and inspiration for others who are walking their own desert paths. By learning English through stories like these, you're not just improving your language skills, you're gathering wisdom and strength for your own journey. Thank you so much for joining me for this story today. I hope it brought a little bit of inspiration to your day. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more stories that can help you learn English and find encouragement, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. Your support means the world to me and helps me create more content just for you. Do not forget to leave a comment below and let me know what your light is, what keeps you going when things get tough. I love reading your thoughts. Thanks again for watching, and remember to keep blooming.